Am I the asshole for sending bride a bill? She considered your time useless and didn't actually account for the fact that you have to tend your children while making everything for her. It would be one thing to ask for help and show appreciation, but it's another to expect you to help regardless of any changes made and time spent. She doesn't see you as a friend anymore, she sees you as an endless resource. Not the asshole. She took advantage of you and didn't even send you the thank you basket. Make sure she pays, she is an R. Absolutely not the asshole. I am so sick of these entitled brides and grooms thinking everyone else is supposed to fund their weddings and lifestyles. How dare she think that because you are at home, you don't work hard? At the very least she could have sent you a thank you for your effort instead of insulting you. Not the asshole. I love it when people think stay-at-home moms have all kinds of free time. Why do you pay thousands of dollars for daycare if looking after kids is a big nothing? Not the asshole. But honestly, I don't understand why you ever complied with these unreasonable requests. Do you often have trouble saying no? You should take some self-accountability for that and learn from it. ETA, you would have been okay with catering her wedding for free if you had only received a gift basket. I'm kind of wavering to the ESH. Not the asshole. You take care of 5 kids while baking 3 huge pans of beans and 300 cupcakes from scratch, and this is her thanks to you? Well, since it's apparently no big deal for you, it clearly shouldn't be a big deal for her to pay up. Not the asshole. She deserves that bill and you know it. This can't be real. You actually made 300 cupcakes from scratch for a wedding you weren't even in? Plus baked beans? You might be an arty yourself for not having a backbone. Jesus. This is so blatant it can't be real. Not the asshole. She is unappreciative of your time. Regardless of what work you do or don't, you spent time on a wedding you weren't even invited to, and instead of just including you in a thank you basket, which most likely would have cost less, she was dismissive and rude. Not the asshole at all. Charge more for emotional damage and then lose the fake friend and anyone else who thinks her behavior was acceptable. The audacity, woman face palming, rolling eyes face. Not the asshole. You could charge her literal thousands for 300 cupcakes and massive pans. At least in the US you watch 4 kids. You're literally superwomen for doing all that, and she couldn't be bothered to send a gift basket. Nah, she's kind of a dick, bill her. Not the asshole. If she doesn't pay, take her to small claims court. Her behavior is disgusting, and if people want to complain at you, ask them to give you 900 or bake you 300 cupcakes in 2 days for no thank you. Nope, you did the right thing and the bride is a jerk. How did no one call her out on that? Not the asshole. Send the bill. As a side note, I think 98 of all people cannot taste the difference between a box mix and scratch homemade, especially if you make a couple modifications, such as butter instead of oil, a milk almond adds a neat flavor instead of water, and a dollop of sour cream. If someone asked me suddenly for 300 cupcakes but wanted them from scratch, I'd nod and say I definitely will make them in my home, and then picking up some Betty Crocker or Pillsbury plus a pound of butter. Not the asshole. The bride is though good for you. Update to see if she pays. Not the asshole, but you also just blindly agreed. I'd probably just cut my losses and cut ties with the friend. Billing her after the fact because she's an R is kind of petty. I get it in a way, but I just call it a lesson learned. She's not a friend. Not the asshole. Also, she's not a nice person or a friend. Stick to your guns on the food bill. You are more than a stay-at-home mother. You are an amazing woman and role model. Not the asshole. You may be able to take her to small claims court, or at least threaten to so she pays some of it. Good for you. Not the asshole. Not the asshole because she used her. Just know that the bill is not likely something you can expect to be paid for. You never asked for a fee beforehand, and you agreed to make the food without ever discussing compensation. So while she's the asshole here, not you, I hope you understand that the bill, which was a great power move on your part, will likely just be for show in the end. She'll never pay it. Not the asshole she needs to pay for supplies and time. I agree with you charging her $100, but why on earth would you agree to that insanity? OP sent a bill which will never be paid. How much more satisfying if OP had posted on a page all of bride's friends would see that bride treated OP like a rug and was not appreciative of some pretty significant efforts just because OP's a stay-at-home mother and does not have a real job. Being seen as a heel by bride's friends would be far more costly than the bill sent. I don't think she will pay you, so I hope you didn't give her a wedding gift. Not the asshole. You can't send a bill when that wasn't your agreement. I mean, you can, but she has no legal reason to pay it. You should have said no at any of her asks. You said she didn't wait for a response, so you should have called her back. Now you know she's also very ungrateful for your time and effort. $900 sounds like a steal for a wedding caterer, which you basically were. Not the asshole. This is not a friend. Go North Carolina with her. How dare she say being a stay-at-home mother is not a job. Not the asshole. Charge her for child care too. What a terrible friend. Not the asshole at all. Ugh, so sick of the entitled brided attitude. Be sure to show her this post. Not the asshole. Good for you, and stick to your guns. That bride is the big time. What an R. Not the asshole. She is an inconsiderate asshole. Not the asshole. She definitely desires be billed for all of that food. Not the asshole. Next time get it in writing as to what is expected. And I would have used a boxed mix regardless of what the bride said. Not the asshole. What the hell, Stacy is a huge R and entitled. Just because you're a stay-at-home mom doesn't mean you don't have important responsibilities. That is your full-time job, taking care of your children and your household. There were a lot better things to do with your day than staying home and making her batches of baked beans and assorted amounts of cupcakes. You should rightfully be compensated. Anyone who says otherwise are just as terrible as she is. Get your coins, mom, and don't speak to that lady again. Where did she think the money was coming from to buy all the ingredients, since you're just a stay-at-home mother? That's awfully bold and entitled of her. Not the asshole, and stick to your guns. If she refuses the bill, then take her to small claims court. She stole money from your hard-working husband. As if raising kids isn't hard work. Boo to her. Going to need you to pay for supplies since, you know, I don't have a job, remember? Not the asshole. Not the asshole. I would have called multiple bakeries and asked them what they charge for 300 handmade from scratch, and then ask for the invoice, and then would have sent 2 invoices on how much she saved. I would not consider this person your friend. She used you. I'm a photographer and I refuse to do close friends and or relatives. They want everything for free even when I'm giving them a discount. ESH. Your friend asked you for a favor with no guarantee she was paying you back. You agree and fulfilled your obligation. Later a mutual friend tells you something they got from your friend, which you feel entitled to. Which makes you the asshole. Obviously the bride's an R for how she's treated you. A small initial batch was a favor. Committing to a bigger order that was way over your head was an opportunity to nip it in the bud, before friend kept asking for more. Then to send an invoice after? Could have said, my time is valuable and the cost of materials, etc. beforehand. Not the asshole. I hate people who think because someone is a Sam their time doesn't matter. You took time away from your family to help. And, you took money out of your family budget. I would get even pettier, and if she doesn't pay, take her to small claims court. Not the asshole. Making 300 cupcakes is a lot of work. Considering one batch of batter makes 24 cupcakes, she needed 12 batches. Plus making beans for 300. The bride is ridiculously cheap. Not the asshole. She owes you.